Good morning, everybody, from the yard.
Hey, Ned.
Morning, Mo.
What are you doing here?
What do you mean what I'm doing here, Mo? I've come to work, Mo.
You are bleeding sacked.
I was not sacked, Mo. I took a few days off, Mo.
You bleeding were.
Mo, don't start that shit now, Mo. I was not sacked, Mo.
You bleeding were.
Okay, sure, whatever you want, Mo. You know best anyway, Mo.
You bleeding, do ya? We're in the V8 today, Ned.
Yes, we're in a V8 today, Mo. It's an old one, but it's a clean one. It's very clean. And we're going to keep it that way, Mo. I'm going to give it back to little Jack. Nice and clean, Mo. So, no spilling tea now today, Mo. You just behave yourself and you sit right there now, Mo. And keep your hand away from the steering wheel, Mo.
Don't start that shite again, Ned.
I won't start. We have a bit of a sign here that says engine malfunction, Mo.
You bleeding, you're the malfunction.
Yes, well, sure, of course, you would say that, Mo.
So we have a container to take to JMC Vantrans. That's our first job. We'd be there for 7 o'clock. It's 6 o'clock now, so we're okay time-wise. So the container number is Container number is 4528. It's only a short box. It's only a 20-foot container. There's a theory that says you do not drive these 20-foot containers the way it is there, because they're supposed to be very dangerous, but I'm not sure how to shorten that. I don't think you can shorten that. It is a 20-foot container. A 40-foot container will go the whole length of the lorry. This is just a 20-foot container, which is just half the size of it. But sometimes the doors on these are really stiff. Oh, you have to really whack them. Once you get one down, you're not too bad. Really, really stiff. Pain in the arse. That's actually a Belgian registration there. It's obviously it's a hired trailer that they use for I don't know exactly what, but anyway, this lorry, 12 years old. You'd never think it was 12 years old. Now I know it's had a respray, but it looks well. You see, we have the cameras on here now as well. See these here, look. These are cameras that they have on both sides of the lorry, and there's one on the inside as well. And I think they're essential. They're essential for lots of reasons, because you can't have eyes everywhere, and when you have an accident, everyone's always going to blame everybody else. So when you have those cameras, it just means that, you know, that it's obvious who was at fault. Right, well that's us tipped here. Everybody has their own way of dealing with paperwork. That buzzing noise you hear now is because the air is low, because there's a slight air leak on one of the airlines. So I have this folder. I use this folder to keep this is basically my worksheet for the day. That's a template. I have the other one in there, and I keep my dockets in here. See there, it's kind of a plastic leaf, and I just stick the dockets in there, so at least I know where they are then. Keep them safe. Saves the office having to ring you and ask you, where is the docket for this and where is the docket for that. So we just have to build up the air and we'll be away. Okay, the buzzer's off. And our engine malfunction light is off as well, which is a good sign. You'll often get that on older trucks where these lights will come on. They don't actually mean anything sinister, they just come on. I see I've got left some digi cards here. Much better than the digi cards, you can take them out and fire them away. Not that it would, of course. So, that's it. On we go.
You're finished now, Ned.
Yes, I'm finished here, Mo.
Come on, hurry up then, get out of here and stop you messing around with the bleeding camera.
I'm not messing around with the camera, Mo. I just put it on the window, that's all.
Bleeding take you half an hour.
It didn't take me a half an hour, Mo. I'm going to leave you at home now, Mo. You're really getting on my nerves now, Mo.
Everyone gets on your bleeding nerves, Ned. That's why you were sacked.
I wasn't sacked, Mo. I was not sacked, Mo.
The bleeding were. Told you.
Geez, a fine yard here. Loads and loads and loads of room. This place used to be the old post office depot, and I don't know where they moved or why they moved, but they moved.
Bleeding hell, will you go easy, will you?
I am going easy, Mo. I'm only doing fucking 1 mile an hour, Mo. I have to get over the ramp, you know.
Don't go so bleeding fast.
Now, very nice man there on security. You have to be very, very careful with containers when you have them like I have them there, sitting on the back end of a 40-foot trailer, because they are lethally dangerous and would take you over very, very quickly if you weren't careful. bond cord, or some people call them a TIR cord. They only use them on curtain-side or trailers, and you run it through the hoops and this. It's an extra security measure. It stops people opening it. Well, it doesn't really, but it deters them from opening it. I am now officially filthy. I found this in the truck, so I'm going to use this as a seal. Now, there's a seal. You have the bond cord on it all the way around. We have the seal on the back. We have the lock on the back. And we're ready to go. This thing here is sticking out. Sometimes there's no use being kind to things, you know. Sometimes you just need to use a bit of brute force and ignorance. And that's it. Clean these hands and get a cup of tea now. I head back for the yard. Oi! I got up into Hotel Scania. And Peter Birmingham, the chap in there, gave me a pair of gloves as well, which is decent of him. Nice chap, Peter. Didn't mind me filming there at all. Cheers, Peter. And cheers, Moffats. And cheers to all the guys. Yes, Mo, we're done, Mo. No bloody thanks to you, Mo. No bloody thanks to you, Mo.
I've been tired today now, you know what I mean?
Yes, Mo, that's your excuse every day, Mo. You're always flipping tired, Mo. Why don't you just go to bed and stay there, Mo?
I know, because I'm bleeding smart.
I'm not being smart. Get your hand away from the steering wheel, Mo.
I'm not bleeding it. Don't start that again.
You're too lazy, Mo. You're way too lazy. We're just crossing over the motorway there now. This road is going to take us down basically just to the side of the motorway. And it saves you having to go in through Dundalk, hey. Saves you having to go in through the town.
Oh, the town, the town.
No, Mo, you can't do it right. It's the town, the town, the town, Mo, the town.
The town, the town.
No, 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 Mo, you can't do it right, Mo. It's the town. Come on, the town.
Ah, I can't do that then.
Yes, I know you can't do it, Mo. Your version of that is horrible, Mo. See, I'm better. Get your hand away from the steering wheel, Mo.
Not bleeding near it.
You are, Mo. You're fucking always near it, Mo. Sit up straight too, Mo, will you?
Bleeding worse than that.
I'm only doing this for the camera. I don't normally feed the steering wheel with my hands. I'm just being very I'm just being very proper. I'm just being very proper and correct because it's the way you're supposed to do it. Like if you're doing a driving test, you're supposed to feed the steering wheel like that in your hand, like that, like that, like that. Every single day, and the reason that the reason this M50 is such a disaster area is because the police won't police it. And this is the outcome of it, you see? This is the outcome of it when you've got ambulances, you got police cars, you got guards, you got everything else. Simple case of a truck and a car, and that's what it is. A car gets scraped by a truck, and all of a sudden then everybody has to, you know what I mean? There we've had it now on the M50. That's another disaster area for absolutely no reason. What happened there is, it's obvious, you can see the truck is driving along in lane number 1. The car is coming up on the slip road, and the car is trying to get out because the whole left hand side, or the whole right hand side of the car is scraped. And it's obvious from looking at that, to me anyway, that the car assumed that it can just push its way out. And I see this day in, day out. You're driving along the road in lane number 1, cars come down the slip road, and they think that they can automatically, that it's up to you to get out of their way. When will they learn it's not up to the person in lane number 1 to get out of the way of someone on the slip road? The people who are joining the motorway have to join safely, and if they come down a slip road and there's a truck there or a car there, if they haven't got enough acceleration to get out in front of it, then they have to get out behind it. It's not a case of, well, my indicator's on, so you have to get out of my way. That doesn't work. I've seen it countless times. Happens to me. If I'm going on a journey, for example, 3 or 4 hour journey down and back, it'll happen to me at least once or twice every day. People come down the slip road, think, oh well, my indicator's on, so therefore you have to get out of my way. No, I don't. No, I don't. I'm limited to a speed, and if you can't get out in front of that speed, you get out behind it. But you're not going to come out on top of me, because if you do, what happened back there is going to happen to you, or worse. So that's us. We've done a lot of toing and froing here. But we should be in Balbriggan,
Bal where?
Balbriggan,
A bleeding Kip.
It's not a Kip, It's a nice little place.
Bleeding Kip.
Everywhere is a Kip to you, More rain coming. This thing is a manual shift. She's 3/3, which is handy enough. 6-speed. It's a comfortable truck, this. It is definitely an improvement on the interior of the R series. For a start, you don't have the double bunk, which there's no need for anyway. I mean, them presses should be an option. I thought maybe years ago that you had to have, by law, you had to have a second bunk in it. But obviously you don't have to still, otherwise there'll be one in it. The presses are a much better idea for storing stuff, because otherwise you're just throwing stuff on top of the bunk and you're stepping up on this bed then trying to retrieve stuff, and so the only thing, as I said, was that I really don't like the outside of it. I don't like the fact that you have to step up 4 steps into it. I don't like the outside of it. It seems to be too tall and narrow. But then again, I don't suppose I'll ever buy a new one myself, so I shouldn't really worry about it too much. If I had to choose a truck go to Europe in? Would I choose the R series or would I choose this? 6 months ago I would have said I would have choose the R series, but just for comfort alone, this would be more comfortable. I mean, one of the guys in our place got in brand new one of these, and 580 came available, an R series 580, and he swapped it. He wanted to get out of this one and get back into the R580. Now I understand that, completely and totally understand that. It's very hard to turn down a nice big, 580, and she was a manual as well. It depends what you're out for. If you're not really bothered whether you're slow on hills, and if you're not really bothered, whether the thing is doing, it hasn't got a badge with 580 on it. If you don't really care whether it has a badge on it or not, you're not paying for the diesel. I would be inclined to take the R series, or sorry, to take the S class, as I call it, the S class. Having said that, now this is still not as good a lorry as the DAF, because the dash over there is not. You have to pull out this stupid drawer in it to try and get, something you can put something lean on. Whereas in the DAF you have a drawer here, you can pull it out. I much prefer I think the interior of the DAF is spectacular. It's much better designed, and I like the look of the DAF lorry. I don't like the look of the Scanias at all. The new Scanias, I knew as soon as I saw it, I said, oh god, that's awful looking new, and I was right. Well, what's going on here now? The steering wheel in this is really nice. It's got all the stuff in it. You do have to lean a bit, excuse me, but the bed is a lot more comfortable. It's a lot, the mattress is a lot thicker than the old one. The fridge is a lot bigger. It's a decent sized fridge, and it's a decent sized cupboard, so space wise and storage wise. But then again, if you took out the top bunk out of an R series and you put in those presses, there wouldn't be much in it.